This world looks incredible, especially if it's really just like
Phantasy
expansive.
Star Online 2 New Genesis, also known as PSO2 NGS, is an MMO adventure action RPG.
Oh, they were actually labeling an MMO. Okay.
First, let me introduce the player character, which will be your avatar. One of the concepts in PSO series is ultimate character customization. With the greatly updated graphic quality of New Genesis, you will enjoy the adventure with your own highly personalized character in your new Create system, providing even more variety. There are 4 races you can choose on the character creation screen. First you see on the screen is humans who look similar to humans.
Humans. There was
Next, Newmans have pointy ears.
then that is the only thing that's different. Cast.
And casts have a mechanical body. Those are the 3 races I wanted to show you this time. And although the intro video is not ready yet, demons with unique horns and dichromatic eyes do exist as well.
Okay, so they aren't changing that out.
So that was a video introducing the character and the races.
I see. Wow. It was not in the video, but there was also races
Yes.
called
Yeah, it'd be
human.
weird if they got rid of like humans, demons, and cast.
wonderful.
It'd be cool if they brought like the Beastman tribe,
How
Beastmen
the
back.
grasses are shaken. It's so realistic.
Thank you. Incidentally, what kind of character do you guys want to create and play in NGS Nasunaka?
Well, that's a point that we can make a joke about it. This is the point that we have to make a joke. Hiro-san, Hiro-san have just attacking on us. I think it was very just easy to answer this question, but I'm so nervous.
Yes, please.
Oh, don't do that.
これだからナイさんは以前の PS
僕はニューマンを使ってました。
I was using
そうそうそうということは
Duman.
この、はいニュージェネシスでは
ニュージェネシスではやっぱりまあそうですね。
In the
ヒ
new
ューマンかな。
Genesis, I would say
これ
I'm
はね、
like use Duman.
ごめん、これはもう手が含めて連帯責任でしょ。
But this is the sole entire responsibility of Sega. No, you are wrong. You are bad.
そうそう、僕なんかもうキャスト
Well,
が好きだか
for
ら
myself, I love cast.
ヒロさん何
And
使ってます
Hiro-san, what would you use?
Yeah, Series S could be like a perfect Game Pass machine. It's like, all right, I just here's
All
games.
the classes, right? What about
What is the
race?
race?
Human.
ね結局3人とも一つのボケ。
So 3 of us are not making any jokes at all. Well, that's from here. From now on.
Well, I also
Are you gonna
tweeted
get it as a
this
part of like the all
English
access
version.
because it does
It is
include Game
translated
Pass
into
as
English
opposed to like
simultaneously, and also your talk is being translated and broadcasted overseas.
Really? This is simultaneously translated?
ポートのヒ
Really?
ロさんの英語いらんかったよ
Then you didn't have to speak in English then at the beginning.
一応伝えるような。
Well, just to communicate. I see.
こんなんやったらそのまま
Then-
ポジティブに考えて
Then I should take this positively, even if it didn't work. Maybe we didn't make a good joke. Then maybe laugh
yeah. I like to get one of those
outside.
like an HDMI switch as well.
Well, maybe we may have been successful in making a joke. Or maybe we did not succeed in making people laugh all over the world, as it says.
海外の方ご覧になってます
Well, a lot of people were watching this from all over the world. But it's a lot of fun.
後ろのこ
And
のシワ
behind the characters, that wavy portion, like wrinkles, that's very detailed.
ヒロさんちょっと次の
I have no
Yes,
idea
can
actually.
we move on to
Sure.
the next introduction?
I know it's not
Did you
available
play the
everywhere.
movie?
All right, let's see what here. Part 2.
Next, I would like to introduce a new element, the open field. One of the concepts of the PSO2 series, Infinite Adventure, has evolved further, and in New Genesis, you can explore a vast world within the open field, created by enhancement and mixture of the advantages of both MO and MMO. In the previous PSO2, each area was an independent closed space. However, in the New Genesis, you can move between areas seamlessly and adventure the world while feeling the connection and the expanse. In addition,
I love
the
that.
upcoming updates will allow you to go to more and more places, and eventually you will be able to go to all the locations in your site.
Wow.
When you log into the game, you will start from the lobby where hundreds of people can gather. And from there, you can seamlessly move on to the adventure area.
Oh, show it, please.
That's good.
Okay, let's get going. The adventure area is divided into sections that contain a certain size of terrain. But you can also seamlessly move between sections.
Wonderful. They're just going in. Wow, as it is. The depth is so
Yeah,
good.
we MMO now.
The maximum number of users that can play within the same section will be 8, but you will be automatically matching up with other users as you move between
It's
sections
in a way it's
seamlessly,
MMO, but it's
so you
more
can
like a
enjoy
shared world,
encounters
you know, in
and
that regard.
adventures with many users for
Wow.
a
They
lifetime
put up to
experience.
8 people in it, but the lobby's the bigger part. But the seamlessness of it is fantastic. If they bring in drop in and drop out
Time will
multiplayer,
advance in real time in the open field, changing dynamically from day to night as well as the weather.
I see.
You will be able to interact and battle in the field, which changes variously by time and weather conditions.
I see.
日が落ちたりするわけだ。
So the sun goes down then.
they call PSO2 currently an MO, multiplayer online.
I'd like to introduce the 2 types of actions that will be added to New Genesis.
Ooh,
アクション
Action.
action.
Yeah, this one. First is dash. The dash is an action that can be performed from the dodge action and will allow you to move at high speed.
Wow.
While you
Love
are
it.
dashing, you can reach higher places with a double jump, so I believe it will come in handy when roaming around the open field.
Oh, so fast.
I love that.
Dashing.
嬉しいねこれは。
That's so good. I'm so happy about this.
Gotta go
Good.
fast.
フィールドが広いからね
The field is so broad, large.
気持ちいいってコメントもあり
It,
ますよ。
there was a comment that says it's so comfortable.
It's so comfortable.
So comfy.
Next
グライドです。
is this one, glide.
グライドは
The glide is an action that is helpful when you are moving from high grounds. As you can see, the character slowly descends from high altitude, so I believe you can move further away.
Wow.
これちょっと気持ちいいな。
That's really comfortable, comfy.
It's really comfortable.
立体的よねすごい
It's
ね
very three-dimensional.
なるほどね。
I see.
いけんの？川越えれんの？
Can
いや
we
これ無理でしょ
go over the river? Maybe not.
上手やなここ。
上手にいくな
Wow.
川越えれ
He's
る？
very good at it.
川越えれんの？
Can be able to go over the river.
いや越えたやん。
Wow. Finally, go over
し
it.
っかり越えてきたやん。
Very good.
また回復アイテムは
The items for healing will not be available at shops for pre-choices, but will be ones you will pick up within the field.
I see.
回復性能
Yeah,
が
no,
複数あった回復手段も
The many variations of healing will be integrated to one. Furthermore, you will also not be required to stop moving while exploring or fighting, so you can heal whenever you want.
フィールドにある
I see.
By obtaining objects called resta signs within the field, the number of heals you can use will increase, so try searching them while exploring.
で光った部分があ
I
るんです
see.
ね。こんな
When it's brightly shines in the field then. I see.
買わないんだね。
以上フィールド
Fascinating.
That was the video introducing the field.
なるほど。
I see.
1080, it just feels a little pixelated. Hover boots.
かなりもう広大な。
そうです
It's
ね
very big
Yes.
field.
ご覧いただいた
As
通
you
り
saw in New
過去シリー
Genesis,
ズのダンジョンと
unlike the dungeons from the series past, the adventure in New Genesis will take place on the vast open fields.
いろいろできそうだなと思うんです
So, any, all kinds of things. What would you like to do in this new world?
In the broad area, you can do something, like that's a pass, right? Nakanishi-san.
そのヒロさんのそ
The
のローテーション
Hiro-san
って急にキラッと
rotation to find me to
い
change
やこれはでもあるでしょ
suddenly.
だってあれだけいろんな
Please
ことがで
don't
き
do
るか
that.
ら
But you can
僕
do
はもう
so
正
many
直
things.
ね
To
グライ
be
ド
honest,
ふわ
I
ーっ
love
と
gliding.
空中
あ
浮
る
遊
でし
Glide.
のような
ょあれでこう味方のパ
I
ー
want
テ
to
ィー
use
が戦ってる
when
じゃない
the
ですか
my
上からちょっと待って
parties,
待って
and then I go and help
グ
my
ライドで飛んでいって
friend
通
or
り過ぎてそのままエリアを
and then I also pass and I just go past my people in my side.
100点
That's good.
100 points.
スタッフさんの反応0点や
Wow, that would be 0 or 100.
あのヒロさん、あのグライドは
ヒロさん
高いところから飛
When
ぶ
you
と
glide, you can jump from the high place.
例えば谷の
Yes. For example, the top of the valley into the valley.
ふわーっと行く。
You
Yeah.
can glide
That
like that.
gliding is just,
I see.
and that,
Wow.
oh, that looks so good.
I was just looking
英
at the
語でも
comment.
俺がいじられてるら
In
しい。
English, we also being made fun of.
ワールドデビューですね
Oh, you are making a world debut.
Oh yes, world debut.
でもなんかこうより立体的な感じの
It's
ね
very stereotypic or three-dimensional, and you can do a play. So it seems to be a lot of fun.
こうノンストレスで。
It's no stress. You can do that.
Right.
With no stress.
紙飛行機をこう投げて
It's like a paper plane
していって
and gliding
はいはいはい
and land on the
glide.
ground. Oh,
Oh,
that's the
I see.
glide.
でふわーっと本当に。
And then you just go in a very comfy
な
manner.
んかパーティーみんなで一斉にこうバッて飛んでるね
And just like with everyone is flying together.
Yes, that's one way to play it.
We can do many different things.
レスタサインとかが出てる
And
から、
it's just a
ああいう
sign.
ショップで買う必要がない。
You don't have to buy it on the shop.
先ほど出てた
As you saw earlier in the field, the green signs you saw
あれを
there.
取ることで
By collecting them,
あれで回復していけるという
you can use those for healing.
なるほどなるほど、
はい
なるほどね。
I see.
楽しみでございますよ
That's so much. Sounds like so much
でこ
fun.
れ世界はどんどん広がっていく。
And the world is going to be expand
こう
more.
いうふうに聞い
Yes,
て
the
ます
world
ね
is
ご
expanding,
紹
yes.
介できるのは
What we can show it now is plains and
さらに
forests.
進んでいくともっ
But
と大きな
if you
環境
go
の変化も
further,
あるという
there will be an even bigger environmental change, so I'm looking forward to that.
だからこうプレイ中にさ、さっき
So during
見
the
てたら
play,
遠くの方になんか建
And
物
on
建
the
て
far
たり
end, there may be some buildings, and you may be able to go to that building in the far
Right.
distance.
あーちょっと楽しみでございます。
So much sounds like so much
さあ
fun.
そして PSO2 といえばですね、
In
戦
PSO2
闘アクションが楽しい
the
ゲームということなんですけども、
Is so much
こ
fun.
のダッシュとグライドというアク
Dash
ション
and
が増えた
glide
ことによって
with more
やっぱ
actions.
こうアクションが
Dash
変わってきたり
and glide. Action is going
は
to
い
be changed.
ではですね
Okay,
皆さんが気になる
let me
戦闘に
introduce
関する
combat-related
情報を
information that
ぜひ
everyone is
お
eager
願いし
to
ます
hear about in the next footage.
ここからは PSO2 シ
We
リー
will
ズ
be
3つのコンセプ
talking
ト
about the
オンライン
third main
RPG
concept
最
of
高峰のアクションについて
PSO2, which is high
ニュージェネシス
quality
用の
online
進化をお伝え
RPG
します
action and how that has evolved in New Genesis.
All right,
In
battle system
PSO2,
time.
each battle style has its own so-called class, in other words, occupation to choose from. Today, we will introduce the three basic classes of Hunter, Ranger, and Force.
I see. Hunter.
Oh, that combat looks sick.
Everyone
I like the
starts
size of
from
the mobs
Hunter,
too. You're 100% right.
especially for the novice. Like,
First up is the Hunter. The Hunter is a class that uses melee weapons to fight. It is a well-balanced class that boasts high performance in both attack and defense. The action of the Hunter's weapon, the sword, will be introduced. The sword is a versatile weapon that can be used in group battles against enemy mobs and against bosses. Similar to the series all along, you will fight with both normal attacks and the special moves called photon arts. In New Genesis, up to 5 continuous strikes are available for normal stacks, with the 5th strike being as powerful as photon arts.
Oh,
Okay, let's try it and see
3,
how
4.
powerful it will be.
Oh, wow, that fifth strike is powerful.
Weapon action exclusive to the sword will allow players to guard and protect themselves from enemy attacks.
Gosh,
If you
that looks
press
good.
the normal attack button after guarding, you can immediately launch the 5th strike of the normal attacks as a counter-attack, so you can enjoy a combined offensive and defensive battle that makes the most of opponents' attacks. Also, users who have played PSO2 may have noticed from the video that there is no perfect attack in New Genesis, so you can enjoy the action without being restrained by perfect attacks. That was the video introducing the hunter.
いやありがとうございますジャストアタックがなくなって
ないんだ
There's no perfect
途端
attack.
入るという
No
こと
more.
ですね
I
Yes.
see.
テストプレイでいじらせてもらった時に
When I test played it,
なくなってたんですけれ
there
ど
was no
その
perfect
五段
attack,
目が
but
なかなか
the
出るのが
fifth one
難しいなっていうふうに
is very difficult to maneuver.
Wow.
補足なんですけれどもソードは万能な
As a side
バラン
note,
スの
the
取れた
sword is said to be versatile and well-balanced weapon, so it is recommended for new users who are just starting out.
初心者の方
See,
とかはね
for the beginners,
コメントでもねまずは
in
ハ
the
ンター
comment,
みたいな
first
からハンター
start from the
コメン
hunter,
トもいただいておりましたけど
and that was what we have
まず
seen.
はハンターでちょっと
So
慣れて
first,
みて
get used to it using hunter first,
Yes.
ソードのこのなんか切る感じ
and then sword
なんかスピ
to
ードも
cut.
なんか若干
The speed of the sword seems to be a little faster than before. That's my impression looking at this. And it was much smoother and faster in the sword.
では次の動画
Now,
をご覧
please watch the next video.
次に紹介する
We
のは
will
レンジャーです
introduce the Ranger next. The Ranger class excels at long-range gunfighting and party support.
レンジャー
Ranger.
それでは
Now, I will introduce the actions of the Ranger's weapon, the assault rifle. The assault rifle is a weapon that can do high damage by maintaining an appropriate distance from the enemy. As you can see, changing the attacking distance causes different levels of damage.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's true. It can make
So a damage fall off.
distance with the enemy.
That's perfect. Excuse me.
Now it is this one. What you are seeing is the sliding shot is an assault rifle specific weapon action and useful for adjusting the distance from the enemies during a battle. This action will help you keep the appropriate distance
Oh,
while
that's fantastic.
attacking enemies. You are also able to swap your view to the over-the-shoulder view, control your character and the camera,
Okay, so they still
freely
have that.
aim and attack. We also recommend
I hope
this
that's
view
smoother.
to users who are used to TPS and FPS games.
I see.
That was the video for the Ranger.
Thank you for the explanation.
Yes, Ranger.
With the appropriate distancing.
Yes,
はいはい
5555, 88899. So if you go into that range, you can cause high damage.
I see. It cannot be too far or it cannot be too close.
Show me that grenade and rocket launcher,
The
absolutely.
enemy moves, so we have to try to measure our distances.
Right.
That's very exciting.
レ
I
ン
see.
ジャーもジャストアタックはない
Ranger, there's no perfect
Can we see
attack.
force? Can we
Perfect
see
attacks
force?
either for the Ranger.
今カンペでヒ
In the
ロさんに
paper
水飲ませて
for
あげてくだ
Hiro-san,
さいって
please have Hiro-san drink
もう
water.
それは
Okay.
自分の意思で飲んでいただけないんです
But you can just
can
drink
drink
it if you want by yourself.
そんなカンペなんですか水飲ませてあげてください
What kind of this? Is like ask you to get drink water?
Well, this is my first time today.
タイミングで飲んで
Well, we know that you can drink the water in your own timing.
あと3回だけ飲んでいい
You can only drink only 3 times more. Please go ahead. It's
Yes,
okay.
the assault rifle allows you to support your friends while attacking from a long range. So if you want to enjoy both offense and protection, this weapon may be a good choice for you.
Hope they show
Nice.
force.
Please watch the video introducing the force. The last player action that we will introduce is for the Force. The Force is a class that specializes in magic-like long-range elemental attacks called techniques.
I see.
Love how that looks.
Now, we will introduce the actions of the rod, the weapon equipped for the force. The rod can attack with multiple elements by utilizing techniques. We will introduce the fire and ice element techniques.
Wow. Force.
First, we will start with the fire element foyer. Foyer is a simple technique that deals high damage. In this game, non-charge and charge will change the performance of the technique.
Nice.
When you do not have it charged, it will send a flaming bolt in a straight line, but when you do charge it, it changes into something that deals direct damage to the surroundings of the target. Next up is the ice element attack, Bata. Ice element technique generates ice crystals if you shoot it without charging it, and if you charge it up and hit it with charged Bata, you can deal a lot of damage depending on the status of the crystals.
I see.
Oh, cool. Put those crystals.
As you can see,
charge it up and let them all
normal
explode.
attacks
Almost kind of
can
like
send
stasis
bolts
in
flying
Destiny.
from long distance, so you can always maintain a long distance when fighting.
It's got a nice little curve to it, so it's definitely...
The rod exclusive weapon action performs similarly to the sword's guard, preventing attacks on the spot. That was the video introducing the force.
Cool, cool, cool.
Wow.
コメントでもガードできるのか
You can even guard.
おっしゃってる
Yes, you can guard.
方も多いですけどね
Wow.
へ
That's good.
ーすごいですね
Wow,
That's wonderful.
that's good. I love some of the... Love how this translates into English
That's
sometimes.
which did exist before, but it seems like it's been improved.
Now that
Each
Maddie's
of them
upstairs,
have
I can
been
go ahead and do
improved.
this.
Like you can guard in the force, so it's very detailed, and new elements have been added,
とノンチャージ
charge and non-charge.
Yes,
ガードするとハニカムの模様が出たり
the honeycomb pattern appears after guarding.
いやいいじゃないですか
Well, that's
もう
good.
やりますっていう方も
Like there are people who want to do the force
そうそうそう
that's so fast. It's very popular.
はい、そうですね
Yes, the sword, assault rifle, and rod are weapons that also existed in PSO2, but with the dash and glide that were added to the game, we think you will enjoy the extended maneuverability in action.
I see.
Also, there are more weapon variations than we've shown today that are being prepared. So please keep an eye out for new information in the future.
And Destiny, like if you look at Destiny 1 versus like PSO,
Please
like
watch this
they're
video.
also like so much related. Phantasy Star inspired a lot of the games that we play and enjoy today.
次に冒険エリア
Next, we would like to introduce you to two types of sections in the adventure area. As I explained earlier, the adventure area consists of multiple sections that are seamlessly spread.
さらにその
Those sections are made up of two types: exploration section where you gather materials and ingredients, and the battle section where you mainly engage with enemy characters.
Exploration.
Now let me explain about the exploration section. In this section you will be able to obtain a variety of materials through many different ways that help you in your quest.
例えばですね
For example,
こちら
you can jump and pick fruits from trees.
Wow.
Likewise, you can obtain materials from the surrounding environment, and we call it gathering.
にニュージェネシス
And
の
we
In the
call
world
it
of New Genesis,
gather.
there is an enemy species called tames. They are like a wild animal, and you can obtain materials by defeating them as well. Tames are not so strong, but you would have to aim your attack well, or they would run away and you will not be able to defeat them.
Nice. Go and gather.
It's very smoothly done.
And yes, I do have a standing desk, both
then
at
you can go
transitional
pass through.
stands and sits.
I want to do that.
This is the new version. This is the new Genesis. They're showing traversal, battle. You can
Those
sprint.
meat
You
and
can.
fruits gathered in the exploration
Oh,
section
yes.
can be used for cooking that adds temporary boosts to the player character.
Wow.
And cooking boosts a character. Yeah,
That was
okay,
the
that makes
video
sense.
introducing the exploration section.
こ これもだからジャン
Wow.
プするだけで
Well,
取れちゃう
just by jumping, you can take it, right?
Yes.
だからノーストレスでふわっと
So
取れちゃう
no stress, and you can just take it.
このグライドでね飛んできて取る
And
の
by
かっ
flying
こよか
and
った
gliding and to get it and catch it, that's so cool.
ああいうテイムズとか
And
いいですね
tames are there
Yes.
too.
ああいう
かわいそうかな
かわいい
Well, it is rather a little bit cruel to kill
いや
them.
でも最初はほらそういうところでちょっとそうなの
It's a little bit mean of
Then
you to
can,
kill them.
Practice in maneuver a little
探
bit.
索してて
But
こ
with
の木の上のやつを
explorations
こう
on
取ろう
top
と
of
し
the
てた
tree,
キャ
if
ラ
you
クタ
try
ー
to,
が
those
取ろうと
characters
思った
are
ら
there,
上からグライドで取られた腹
then you may be taken away by the glide from the top.
そういうことも
Well, that may happen.
まあ点々とありますから
So
ね
there, because there are things scattered around
では
like
最後
that.
にまとめて
Lastly, I would like to end with an explanation of the combat section of the game, which we will also introduce the title's biggest specialty, which is the party-based combat.
Party-based
shown in
combat,
footage.
baby. So they're saying it's now more, rather than an MO, it's an
It
MMO.
seems other players have already gathered
Please
here.
be drop in, drop out.
こんな感じで
That's one of the things that is really hard about the current
Let's form a
PSO.
party and head to the combat area together. In the combat section, you can enjoy combat against enemies together with the other players in its purest form.
戦闘
Wow.
セクションでは
Within these
エネミーが
combat
ランダムに
sections,
出現し
enemies
ますが
spawn at random,
場所には
indicated
ご覧
by
の
an
通り
E mark,
E マーク
to
Okay.
which you, its little yellow mark,
こちらが表示されま
to
す
which you
これらを
and the other players could all head to
足並みを揃えてプレイすることが可能とな
simultaneously.
っておりますまずは E マー
First,
ク
we
を
will head
入力
for the E mark.
ニュージェネシスでは
In New
ドール
Genesis,
ズと呼ばれる
there are
部族のエネミー
species
が
of
存在します
enemies referred to as
まず出てきた
dolls.
のは
The
ドー
first
ルズ
one
の
that
中で
appeared
最も小さいフアンです
is its smallest type, a Fuan. This enemy excels in long-range attacks, so let's get up closer.
From the high place.
So hey to
As you
Armored and
defeat
Omega,
enemies,
thanks so much for hitting that follow
trials,
button.
which
Oh,
are
and
interrupt
Drake
events
to
that
Twisted.
occur in PSO2 will
Thank you guys for
happen
hitting that
here
follow
as well
button.
at a certain chance. Places where trials are taking place will show up
Ooh,
on
as
the
a
map
T.
as a T. So let's head there.
It's a trial. Oh,
画
okay.
面に映っております
Shown on the screen are Pedas Sword and Pedas Gun. They are big-sized dolls, which are stronger enemies than the Fuan mentioned earlier. We do, however, beat them in numbers, so let's work together with other players and continue fighting.
Hey, Iceman. Good morning.
The colors are so nice. It's vivid. The graphics.
I've struggled personally with the PSO2 story and how it's delivered, and so basically I just have to sit down and make time to do it. I'm doing good, Katoka. I'm probably butchering your name. I apologize. But episode 5 drops on the 30th, and then episode 6
In New
sometimes in
Genesis,
December.
every
So
weapon shares the same
I'm just trying to
innate
figure out
action
when
in
I'm
form
going to
of
sit
a
down
step.
and just kind of
You
just
can
power
also
through the
use a
story.
step attack by attacking
I think there's an
right
anime,
after a
and so I
step
might
in
end up
order
also trying to
switch rapidly
get
to
access to
combat.
that. Just
You
so
can
that it's
also
like, okay,
perform
what's
a
happening?
powerful counter-attack by using a step attack when dodging enemy strikes at
But
just the right
PSO2 New
moment.
Genesis takes place 1,000 years after the current game.
ここでレンジャーを
Here,
選択して
let's
いる
change the
プレイヤー
footage
4人
to
に
that of somebody using a ranger.
ご覧いただいている通り
You can also use the step counter with an assault rifle like so.
That's so fascinating.
Also, as we mentioned earlier in the explanation of each weapon type, rifles do high damage when you keep an optimum distance. That is why in this title, it's very important that you maintain high level of mobility as you engage in combat instead of standing still.
I like that. I like that. Nice Armored. Yeah, I gotta. Be sure you join your. Don't
Let's
uninstall
proceed
it.
to the next enemy
And
location.
get your code so when you go play on PC, if you're not gonna do Windows, if you're gonna do Steam, that way you link your Steam and your Xbox account.
ドールズの他にも
Other than
アルターズ
dolls,
という
there are also
種族のエネミー
species
が
of
存在し
enemies
ます
called altars. These altars, called lizard, are tricky enemies which cause status ailments despite their size. We will defeat them quickly with the assault rifle's photon arts.
Oh, good to know. I need to get my perks.
Wow.
Oh yeah. It's insane to think that this is next year. It just is so super. Like obviously because we just got PSO
Another
2.
trial has
Now it's
appeared,
like, oh.
so we will move there.
I love how
Let's
this world is
switch
open
the
and
footage
traveling.
to one of a Force
Yes.
player.
Force. Wow.
The next enemy that appeared is a doll named Golaron. The attacks get blocked when attacking it from the front, so let's go around its back to attack it. As such, identifying each enemy's weaknesses and characteristics is crucial for combat.
I see. Yep.
Oh, nice. Welcome to 14, Armored.
Also, using the Force's techniques to hit it with its elemental weaknesses forces it to go into a special down state. Since a lot of these dolls appearing in this broadcast are ice-based, let's defeat them using Bata. Once you inflict enough damage with Bata, the enemy goes into a frozen-like state.
That's so
These
cool,
states are
and you see
called
that visually.
elemental damage reaction, which exists for every enemy. By attacking with their weaknesses, you can create openings like these.
That's awesome.
We were able to successfully defeat the Golorons, so let's go on. From here on, we will switch back to the player using the Hunter.
Wow. Big ones.
These new enemies here are dots. They snipe the player from very far away, but you can defeat them quickly by targeting their weak point at the back of their neck.
Wow. What should we
I
do?
love weak
What should we
points.
do?
Oh,
Wow.
get it. How much is it?
I see.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
dramatic.
You see their weak point is at the back of their neck. Let's aim at it.
Oh yeah, Force looks the most appealing. I wonder if how many of the jobs they'll have, or the classes they'll actually have at launch. Because
Again, it is crucial to identify enemies' weaknesses and characteristics in fighting. The boss, another trial occurred. Let's move.
Now the neck, there's a mark.
that's so awesome.
おいなんかいる
There's something there.
The
I
boss
wonder
enemy
if
that
they'll
appeared in the next trial is Nagulus.
Nice.
Its high mobility and two-handed attacks make it a powerful enemy. First, we aim for a counter by using a sword.
Wow.
Oh, Armored. I hope you have a great time. Think of it as a Final Fantasy game first,
This enemy
with
excels
an
in
MMO
close
endgame,
range combat,
and I think
but
you'll
as
end
you
up
can
having like a
see,
really
it's
good time.
possible to use your step counter and guards to get a
And if you have any
counterattack
questions,
in.
man, just let me know.
Attacks from long range with rifles are also very effective. However, this enemy at times uses shockwave attacks and pouncing attacks from afar, so don't underestimate.
That's so cool.
Ranger.
Once enough damage is inflicted, it goes into a raging state. You need to be careful as it will perform even fiercer attacks than the first half of the fight.
I can see them doing something like that, Zo.
You can also force the Nagulus into an elemental damage reaction state. Attack it with the techniques of the elements to which he is weak.
Yeah, that makes elemental attacks with the whole stagger system super important.
We were able to get it to an elemental damage reaction state. Let's go all out on it.
Wow, that's so cool.
There we
Oh,
go.
I love that.
We beat it. That will be it for the gameplay footage we will be showing for today. So that's all the gameplay footage.
That's our gameplay footage.
that I prepared for today.
Wow, thank you very much. The
そうね
camera
なんかちょっと遠目になったり
and is going
で
a
やっ
far
ぱり
distance
アクショ
and
ンがこ
short
うダッシュと
in
ラ
dash
イドが増える
and
こ
action
とによって
and there were more
結構
drive.
幅がちょっと広がってる
I
感じ
think
が
we are
やっぱありました
widening
ね
the options available for
乗っ
combat
てたりもしたし
and the one on that too.
Right, you can
Yes,
ride on
on
it.
いかにこの弱点の場所を早く見
And
つけ
to
て
find the weakness of the enemy
Find
as soon as possible.
weaknesses
And that is a
those
key point.
weaknesses, right.
でまだちょっと細かいところですけど
And for the very
広い
detailed
フィールド
point,
だから
because it's a
エネミー
wide
がどこにいる
field
っていうのを教えてくれるあれがすごい親切でいいです
and that's very kind to let us know where the enemy is.
そうそうそうそう、
Outside of the intense battles, there will also be exploration contents where you can relax and chat with your friends, so I think you can enjoy New Genesis as an extension of your everyday life.
That's good.
いろいろできそう
It's so much fun. We can do so many
これ
things.
はだからその新しいアクション
Well,
が増え
with
ました
new
し
actions more available and the field is bigger,
またぜひね
and then
そうよね
いろんな楽しみ
we
方
can enjoy it in many different ways.
なんかプレイヤー同士のなんかコミュニケーショ
And
ン
between the players, the communication is also widened, right?
もうああいう
Yeah.
フィールド上にこう
In
パ
the
ーティーが
field, there are parties
いるわけですよね
there,
そこ
right?
に入っていってパーティーを組む
And then you join.
自動マッチ
Automatic matching.
だからロビーでこう
Then
なんか
in the lobby,
カウンター行って待
and
って
then
とかじゃなくて
you don't have to wait in the lobby or counter.
It's not a request, except, but we will be matched up with the
Wow.
members on the
スムーズに
field.
いけるんじゃない
It's very smooth,
そういう
I think.
いやーちょっとこれからも楽しみで
I'm
ござい
really
ますけ
looking
ど
forward
も
to this.
そろそろちょっとコー
And
ナー
then
終了のお
this
時間
coming to the end of this
ということになりまして
segment. We're ready?
そうか
ヒロさんいかがでした
ヒロさん
初めて
how was it?
こう
Your first
配信
time
番組とかに
In
出られて
appearing in this
Well,
program.
I was nervous. I went to the restrooms countless of
いや
times.
でも最初はでもねそうかも
Well, that's usually the first
丁
time,
寧にこう
but
説明していただ
you
きました
explained very well.
ほらヒロさん
Thank
紙
you.
読んでください
You
You
read
explained
well.
it very, very
Oh,
well.
thank you. It was an honor to play the role in delivering the information about NGS, which players are looking forward to. There may have been points that could not meet the expectations, but I would like to provide exciting news as the navigator so that more people can enjoy PSO2 New Genesis than ever. I appreciate
That
you
was-
joining us today.
Wonderful. But you have to read that
今言
book.
うたでしょ
I just told you.
I agree, man. I wish we could talk. We'll have to wait till like Sunday when I get back
It
from
says
camping.
perfect.
コインみたいな感じ
It's like the cultural committee on the Fest2 festival saying that on the
今
board.
後ともヒロさんぜひよろしく
But Hiro-san, thank you very much really for this. Thank you.
I enjoyed it.
Who is that? Well, the Phantasy Star Online to New Genesis introduction will be completed. Well, you are mumbling too. Wow. And also please look forward to this program, this series. Thank you. Thank you for watching us. And please looking forward to this. Of course, Sega Atlas TV itself will continue. And please keep watching it. Enjoy it.
Awesome stuff, guys. Awesome stuff. Oh my gosh, this was incredible. Oh my goodness. I wonder if they have any of their... Only have like... They're under 10k subs? Come on, guys. I guess the global one. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Encore, encore. Alright, we gotta find somebody right because I gotta work on videos. Da 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 da. Nobody's on. Alright. Alright. Podcast during the car trip. Guys, alright, I'm driving. Got the kids in the back screaming about some kind of cookie. Yeah. that's how it's done. Oh my gosh, dude. This is so exciting. I cannot wait to jump in on it with you guys. Oh my gosh. Let me think. Maybe I should just film the video here give my thoughts, do mute the audio itself so I can have a clean take, and you guys can interact with me while I film it with chat, so that way if I miss something I can ask questions. You can remind me of anything that stood out overall. Let's do that. Let's have fun. Hang out with me if you guys want while we make a video for Ginger Prime. Before we start that, though, I did see a concerning tweet for any people picking up a PS5. It looks like only backwards compatibility. Okay. 1 second. Cool. All right, sweet. Cool. All right, let's do that. Let me kill the audio here. I mean, when I say audio, I mean the fan and all the fun stuff. This will be neat. I've never really kind of filmed a video live. I'll probably flub it up a couple times. Oh, good times. Good times. All right. Oh, actually, I'm really nervous about hitting record now. Oh my goodness.